Welcome to No Cap News. I'm Sam Kelly.
And I'm Janelli Lopez.
Your most trusted student news source within a 5-mile radius. Here at NCN, the cap stops here.
Our first story is one hot project from our Fire 1 and 2 students.
Now to Max with coverage on the live burn.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. Recently, students have been working together to learn about the stages of fire.
Basically, the entire project was we set up a fire at the JROTC pad and we were taking out the fire basically. It was our first encounter with an actual fire in the class, and we used Fire 1 students and Fire 2.
So it was kind of to work together with the firefighting class, kind of build and design a shed, and the firefighting class would be able to see how a fire would be able to spread in a house.
We were given a set of tools to take nails out of pallets because they're all nailed together, and I had a screwdriver and a couple hammers, and I had to ply every nail out manually.
And we had to learn like the wall structure and also like different studs and how far apart to space things as well to make things work and the angles that need to be put in to make it be able to function correctly.
It also incorporated drone technology, which is a course that's going to be incorporated into the fire program next semester.
We had OSHA online training, which we got to look at a bunch of videos and courses that show us how to do certain things.
We had set up a mini house that we were going to burn and practice putting out. Before we did that, we made sure we had fire safety, made sure we had crowd control, we can contain the area, make sure it's safe, and we had practice with hoses so we could make sure we had the hoses running at all times just in case something went bad.
They actually got to see it taking place versus reading about it and watching videos.
I covered the start of the fire, and that was the incitement. During incitement, the fire is about starting and gradually it combusts into what it is, a giant fire. So basically it goes from incitement to start to where it moves on into combustion.
The fire consumes the oxygen at the same time while it needs more oxygen, and that all fuels the one explosion necessary to start fire.
A fully developed fire is when the fire, everything in the building at that point has caught on fire and the entire building is burning at once. This is the most dangerous part of a fire because this is when buildings can collapse, this is when things fly, debris in the air. This is the most dangerous part of a fire.
The learning experience I got from this was how to use our teamwork and abilities to then construct this building. It was on a small scale, but at the same time using actual techniques that the construction workers would need to use.
I learned proper tool procedure and safety precautions.
I learned that when there's wind, it can cause some crazy backlash. There can be a lot of flare-ups. It can cause the fire to burn a lot faster.
I learned that fires could devastate a house in a matter of seconds. The smoke is tremendous, and that the damage that it left was amazing.
Well, to anyone in the future doing this, I'd say that you have to make sure you don't freak out. Just gotta keep her cool.
Don't do it at home. Be careful.
I would say listen to the teacher and listen to any advice he has to offer because he knows best.
Work as a team, you work with others, you try to make the best of it.
The live burn scenario was a unique project that allowed students from different classes to work together. Using their knowledge in fire safety, carpentry, and drone technology, students collaborated for a successful learning experience. For NCN, I'm Max Rodriguez.
This collaboration between the engineering and fire classes was another great opportunity for students to combine their knowledge and skills in a realistic scenario.
Facts. Moving along, we've seen some new faces in our school recently. Our featured staff member for this week comes all the way from Virginia.
Here at Bluffton High School, we now have the pleasure of having Ms. Karen Gareis as our new Media Center Specialist here to help you with what you need. Prior to coming here, she was up to some very fascinating things.
Prior to Bluffton High School, I was in Virginia, and I spent all that time, traveling the world and doing wonderful things, but I knew that this was the place that I wanted to be. So I spent a long time giving resources to the military, the job that I performed in the Navy, and this seemed like a natural transition for me. I wanted to be an educator when I retired, I knew that, and so this is the place where I can see all the students.
Ms. Gareis, along with the Media Center, are always here to help the school's wonderful teachers and students and provide abundant resources.
We are always open and willing to help. Myself and my assistant, Mrs. Badowski, she's wonderful. Anything, resources for classrooms, just that extra little something to help with a lesson plan or a unit, by all means, I love to collaborate. And for the teachers, I provide all of the digital resources for them, all of the applications that can help with instruction and their lesson planning and classroom teaching. All of the books and digital resources that are contained in this library can all be provided to students either on a personal level or on a professional level to help them with their instructions and lessons. That's what I like to do, is to get with those teachers and find out how I can help them, be better teachers and reach those kids. For the students, I get to provide all kinds of access and research assistance. I can help you find the book that you need, the book that you love. I do a lot of that book advisory and database searches and help with English, really any subject.
Due to the current pandemic, Ms. Gareis had to implement certain precautions in the Media Center to ensure the safety of our students and staff.
So unfortunately, the library wasn't open before due to some of the COVID restrictions and just the ability to navigate that challenge, and came up with a plan to get us back open. And it's worked out really well. As long as students come in and sanitize their hands, they're able to browse the shelves. Anything that they touch or browse, look through, they have to put on a shelf so that I can separate it and quarantine it.
Karen Gareis is looking for ways to interact with the student body in new, fascinating ways, so don't be afraid to stop by if you ever need anything.
And there's always something happening in here. It might not look like it from the outside, but right now there's a little drawing for Valentine's Day, and I'm going to have book giveaways and extra things for the kids to do. So there's a reason to come to the library. You just got to come check it out.
You heard it here. Swing by and take a look at what can be provided by your trusting Bobcat media specialist, coming to you from NCN, Rosie Almavan.
Thanks, Rosie. Miss Gareis sounds like a great addition to our Bobcat team.
It's amazing to see all our seniors doing great things in both academics and athletics.
Next up, we have an example of two seniors who have big plans after graduation.
After this latest football season, stars Luke Bond and Kylan Simmons have made themselves known and colleges have taken notice.
I've been playing football for about 12 years now. I've been playing for Bluffton for about 3 years. Just committed to Limestone University to play offensive line. Look to study business there to start with, but I might find something else.
Luke and Kylan have been playing football together for over 10 years. Last year, Kylan Simmons ran for just over 500 yards with a whopping 5 yards per carry. Offensive tackle Luke Bond allowed only 1 sack throughout the entire season.
I really play anywhere on the offensive line. My main position is left tackle, but I can snap, play left guard, right guard, really anywhere they need me to play.
I play running back. I committed to Limestone University to play football in Gaffney, South Carolina. When I get there, I'm coming to study business management and play football. So I'm gonna try to do what I can do, the best that I can do it on the field, and hopefully get to the NFL and just pursue my major and start opening business while I play at the same time, things like that. Or after my career, I still have things to do. It really made me feel good because it was always a dream of mine since I was young. I just always wanted to do it. Always growing up, just hoping I could be able to play college football and go to the next level with it. So I'm really proud of myself for doing that.
The coach that motivated me the most was probably Coach Hop. Whenever I step out of line, messing around, goofing off, slacking, he was always right there, telling me focus up and start working hard. Just get to work. Don't be taking days off, hit the weight room, because there's always going to be guys bigger, stronger, faster than you, for sure. And you got to make sure you work out and outwork them every single day.
We're very proud of our students and wish them the best of luck at Limestone University as they represent Bobcat Nation. For NCN, I'm Thomas Johnson.
We're so happy for them, and we wish them the best of luck.
While we're on the subject of student athletics, we have another success story involving a whole team of students.
The girls' basketball team is on fire this season.
The girls varsity basketball team at Bluffton High School has been on fire this season, having impacts on both sides of the ball.
We have locked down, and on our offensive end, we have pretty good shooters, so that helps a little bit.
The girls built a strong bond together this season, helping them on and off the court. Their chemistry led them to their success.
We have like good team bonding and stuff. We talk stuff out. It's easy to talk to each other about personal things too, so it helps a lot during basketball games when we can talk to each other.
Led by the team captains, Takoya Hayward, Cassandra Gray, and Samari Mitchell, the Bobcats had an undefeated season, recently winning their regional game against May River.
The connection between the team, so far, our team connection is similar to last year because we all know each other, we all played with each other last year, so that helps.
The coaches play a big role in the team's success. The teammates have a great bond with them that leads to winning games.
We cooperate very well in practice and in the games. And when it's a problem, we talk it out instead of yelling at each other.
The Lady Bobcats play Myrtle Beach on Saturday at home to face off in their state championship game.
If you'd like to support the team for Saturday's game, tickets can be purchased online.
That's it for this edition. I'm Janelle Lopez.
And I'm Sam Kelly. Join us next time for more No Cap News.
All facts, no cap.